An Antiques Roadshow expert tried to entice a guest to sell her sentimental 250-year-old Chinese family candle holders. An Antiques Roadshow expert was unsuccessful in convincing a guest to part with her valuable and rare Chinese artifacts. During an episode filmed in Ramsgate back in 2002, the BBC show featured expert David Batty evaluating a pair of ornately decorated candle holders. When he inquired about their history, the owner admitted, "I know very little about them. They were left to me by my late brother, and all I do know is that he thought that they were from the Dutch East India Company and we come from South Africa and my brother lived in Cape Town." Batty probed further, asking if she believed there was a connection to the Dutch East India Company because they were thought to be Chinese, to which she confessed she had no idea where they come from. The expert clarified their origin, stating, "Right, they are Chinese and they are based on English silver originals of about 1720, but actually, these date from about 1760. So they were copying something that was out of date by 30, 40, 50 years even maybe. But they are 1760, they're quite rare survivors." Delving deeper into the craftsmanship, Batty explained, "Another interesting point about this, when the Chinese model it or cast it or mold it, they fire it in the kiln, take it out, glaze it and fire it at full temperature. The first firing is just to harden it off and normally nothing happens at that first hardening up off stage. But this one has split. Now normally you chuck it away, but this cost, in Chinese terms, quite a lot of money to make. It's a complicated object. Rather than discarding it, the artisans ingeniously repaired it with glaze and another round in the kiln." An expert explained that after being salvaged, the items journeyed to Guangzhou, China, for further embellishment. This would have been done specially to European taste and I think French taste, made for the French market. With meticulous care, they were adorned with hand-painted famille rose enamels and noted that they had an unusual iron red band of stiff leaves around here, not common at all. He posed the question, "They are, apart from that firing crack which doesn't count, they're in perfect condition. You like them, dear?" To which she honestly responded, "I'm not mad about them. But they've got sentimental value, so they are very special." Acknowledging the emotional attachment, Batty proposed, "Well, the thing about sentimental value is that you offer enough, and that will overcome it." She quietly said possibly even as he ventured, £2,000. £3,000, but nevertheless, the guest wasn't swayed by the figures, shaking her head. Increasing the ante, Batty offered, "Okay, that's as high as I can get, well maybe £3,500, yet it still fell short of enticing her." She explained, "No, I think I would rather, because of the memory of my brother." To conclude, Batty smiled and warmly said, "Well, that's a nice thing to remember him by. I think they're utterly charming and you're very, very lucky."